Hello and welcome to the Cryptonaut podcast. My name is Mark Storrs and I am joined by Chris Carnicelli.
Hey.
Robert Thomas Murphy the second.
Yeah.
Hey.
Thank you all so much for joining us and coming back to our YouTube channel, checking out our videos. Be sure to upvote if you like it, subscribe. We smash it. Ray got smash it.
That's what
I mean,
the kids say.
we should
All
invent
right.
a new one. Let's
All
pave
right.
the path. Let's not be followers.
Okay, let's
Stomp it.
yeah, stomp it.
Stomp it's all right.
Stomp the subscribe button, man.
That old fucking theatrical thing with all the garbage cans.
Oh
Stomp
yes. Oh.
the
Oh,
play.
that's right, like buckets and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, cool.
All
You play
right.
drums?
Skull crush it.
Whoa.
The subscriber button.
Okay, yeah, cool. So subscribe. There it is. Thank you all for
Yeah.
coming back, checking us out. We are a weekly podcast available on Mondays on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and right here on YouTube, which Chris recently updated our thumbnail, which is a cool little video.
Oh, little
did.
electro
No.
fingers.
Yeah.
I like it.
He
You
did
gotta
a
have
great
electric
job.
fingers.
Yeah.
It looks super cool.
It's exciting.
All right, so this week we have a video here that I came across. It's a little bit older. This is from March 29th of 2020. And this is a video of a flying humanoid. Now,
The
I'm
best.
a big fan of flying humanoids.
You are.
And spoiler alerts, I have a whole stash of flying humanoid videos for us to check out at later dates.
So exciting.
In the meantime, though, viewers, if you have any flying humanoid videos, email them to us, cryptonautpodcast@gmail.com, to help me further my collection of flying humanoid videos.
Humanoids.
Right
You
on.
can help me help you.
I do like the vert humanoids. Like the ones that just aren't aerodynamic. They're not Supermaning and they're
Right.
not necessarily winged.
Right.
Or
Yeah,
winged,
yeah,
however you say
right.
the word. They're just cruising around,
Oh, dude.
all Dr. Manhattaning.
Well, this might be
Right,
something
right.
there.
I
so-
haven't seen it yet, so
all
I'm
right,
excited.
well, let's see what we got.
All right, so I will be reading the very brief article that comes to us from unexplainedmysteries.com. And it says, a strange video showing a vaguely human-like figure floating in the sky has recently appeared online. You don't say.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Uploaded by YouTube user Belly18 on March 23rd of 2020, the mysterious object was reportedly captured on camera over a suburb of Phoenix, Arizona the day before. The phenomenon is particularly difficult to make out. Yes.
Welcome to the
Perfect.
internet.
Not least because as the video zooms in, the shape seems to change, making it hard to pinpoint exactly what it could be. Some have suggested that the object could be a drone. That's always going to be a fall. That's the gimmick.
That's the world now we live in.
Anything in
matter
the sky is always a
A
dream.
man wearing a jetpack, much less likely.
Boba
Jetpacks
Fett.
are not nearly as ubiquitous as people like
They're
me would
getting
like
there,
to
though.
dream.
They are getting there, dude. There was
Fair
a guy
enough.
over LAX, man.
Or something as simple as a bunch of balloons. While others have favored
Doubt
more out there suggestions, such as the fabled Mothman, a winged creature, winged, that's what I'm going with tonight, who terrorized Point Pleasant, West Virginia in the 60s. Never heard of that. We'll have to look into that someday.
We have a 6-part series, folks. Check it out on Spotify.
Oh, man, that's also a moth?
Yeah,
yeah.
what?
Whoa, with Danzig-esque legs.
Really, though? Literally.
Yeah.
All right. It is also important not to discount the possibility that the video may have been hoaxed. Whatever the case, it is certainly an intriguing piece of footage, according to this article.
Okay.
And without further ado,
All right, there, Peyton. Super
play that
producer
funky
Peyton.
music, white girl.
Here we go. Okay. Got a good zoom in here.
It's an object.
It's a respectable zoom in.
I don't know if I...
You lost it, and then you went back to
here we go.
recapture.
Okay,
That's noble.
we're getting...
Vaguely humanoid, maybe?
You can kind of see legs. They keep zooming back out, but you got to get back in there.
Yeah, but once you've lost
Okay, here we
the
go.
grip on focus.
This is the angle I think that looks better. Yeah, this
Oh,
dude.
it looks like two legs.
Oh, it kind of looks like this...
does.
Was that a bird shooting right
I
past?
think it was, yeah. Oh, but look when it turns.
Oh, it's
It just
it's
goes
it's
like-
rotating, right?
Yeah,
it's
I'm
doing this.
assuming-
Oh, there it's Rocket Man, clearly.
It whatever that entire shape at the top there, it looks
Oh,
like
that was it?
Yeah,
Sky Squatch was
yeah,
it? No neck
yeah.
whatsoever?
No. We can always rewind it, and if we have to watch
I
it again.
mean...
The top of it is kind of interesting. Actually, it has the shape of like the Flatwoods monster, like that cool like diamond.
Or
type.
like I say, the necklaceless of a Sasquatch, where things like the traps
Right,
taper
yeah,
right
where they
into
just
the
kinda
ears.
just
Yeah,
go
the
there.
Ram
right
Man
to the-
effect.
Yeah.
Very much a Ram Man.
You definitely do get to see like it looks like legs, but the bizarre part is like it does kind of. When it turns, you kind of like lose all like you lose the legs, you lose the shape a little bit, and
You
then you
do.
kind of get like a weird like Flatwoods thing to it.
There was
So-
a still photograph that made it look like Mjolnir, Thor's hammer just floating in the sky.
Yeah.
What I will say, the first thing that comes to mind, going fully on 100% skeptical, is a Buzz Lightyear birthday balloon that maybe has two legs
Okay.
sticking out.
Yeah, it is
A broad
bulbous.
sort of
yeah, I can
bulbous
see that.
top.
Oh man, know what? It does look like Buzz Lightyear.
Because we didn't see any of the appendages moving. Like if one of the knees bent a little, I
Right.
would have been marveling at what was going on. But we didn't get any of that. We just got this thing, like not even this, like this.
This moving, yeah.
Yeah.
In the wind, probably.
Good point. Okay.
I'm thinking balloons.
All right.
Well, I mean,
Or the undead.
the legs were pretty. The legs, quote unquote, were pretty straight.
They were.
They were.
So, like, I mean,
there
it could
seemed
be
to be two.
balloons, but yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, well, I mean,
I guess if it
two
is
together.
moving like that, it could kind of be wind. If it
What?
if this was because how it was moving, like you saw the two legs and it kind of like moves a little bit.
It was,
but
he was rotating.
Yeah,
for sure.
it was rotating. So if the wind is hitting it,
Oh,
I
okay.
wonder
Now
if
see.
that, I don't know if that would really work like that. Though you'd think if the wind was hitting it, it wouldn't just rotate; it would blow it. It wouldn't just spin it. You know, you'd think they would actually push it off.
And
Yeah,
Unless
but
it's
balloons are
tethered.
fucking weird. Like,
Well, it could be tethered. Balloons
Yeah.
are weird.
balloons are fucking weird.
I want to
Balloons
see.
are fucking
I want to see
weird.
what you're going to do in the video where it says balloons are weird.
It's just I don't know.
A bunch of balloons coming up.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's true. They're
Like a
fucked.
weird balloon.
Yeah, they don't
Like they have
no
their own
rules.
aerodynamics or lack thereof.
True.
Yeah,
True.
I mean, there's all sorts of currents up there. I mean,
That's true.
why.
Like
I mean,
one,
they could
one
be.
breeze could be holding it this way while a top breeze comes in that's not as strong and just makes it go pivot instead of like swoosh.
Oh, like we're meteorologists.
Yeah. You know, the pivot breeze, not the swoosh breeze.
Who are the people that control the wind, Rob?
Oh, the sky captains.
All right,
we
cool.
know. They
There
fly
you
in the
go.
clipper ships in the air and scoop cows
They
in their anchors.
worship
we know.
at the sky temple that we talked about.
Oh, that's right. In the
Squizzards.
in there. So if this is, let's leave the skeptical behind. Let's
Okay.
leave the diabetes and the mental illness off the table and the jetpacks there. If this is something that could be like extraterrestrial,
But why extraterrestrial?
exactly, it just kind of shows it's just there. Like
Right.
it's not doing anything. It
But-
just if it was observing, maybe, but it's not moving. It's not kind of like jutting around. It just kind of
Well,
comes
I
up,
mean, if it's a
tilts,
century, then
that's
it doesn't need to move.
a century.
Like a guard.
A century.
Yeah.
Not a century.
Explain the guard.
Century.
What's the guard?
I don't exactly.
Okay.
What
Chris
is
is
it?
just proposing if he's guarding something, it is guarding something.
He pulled
Okay.
him. He
Then
pulled him.
that would be while it's there.
All right, cool.
But I don't think, well, first off, we saw basically 11 seconds. There's no way we can guess as to the motivations and intentions or agenda.
Yeah, it wasn't
Whether or
yelling
not
out
it's
commands.
Balloons, 17 seagulls, whatever the fuck it is, we don't know what
Yeah,
its
no, nobody knows.
thought process is. But that having been said, it's odd that it's just stationary. It would be interesting. I don't know why a lone semi-humanoid alien, sort of like Maximilian from Black Hole.
That's what I was
another
thinking,
shape
too.
that's very similar.
Blocky
Probably the
and
greatest
two
robot in movie
legs.
history.
Yeah.
We have had stories though, like of.
But why would it be doing it? What's it doing?
Even in the stories that we covered in the pod, though, where you're dealing with like a lone humanoid like floating, like I know we had a couple of them on Patreon,
Right.
where they just kind of like are there. There's no rhyme or reason. They just like show up and they're like, oh well, that's weird. There's some weird, remember that like a zombie looking thing with wings just hovering in the air
Yes.
from Tom G's site. So. I mean, I want to push this into the high strangeness category because it would be considered that, as most things could be considered in ufology or the paranormal field. But it doesn't. I wish it would have done something like I don't know, like Chris said, give some commands.
No, a tiny little move. A tiny little
Something.
move in
Yeah.
any direction would have at least indicated that if it's a drone, it's got some remote control mechanisms, it's got something going on, some sentience, some autonomy, something.
Right.
But just a cluster of silhouette in the sky.
True.
Slowly rotating, probably, but maybe not. But
It's
probably.
also to the perspective. It seemed like it was kind of high.
But that is how embryonic Atlanteans gestate.
Oh.
They put them up in these little gestation
No, that is true,
fortresses
too.
that look
Oh,
like
cool.
stocky
Okay.
Bigfoot men
I like it.
until they're ready to be hatched, and they're quickly brought back down into the ocean. So maybe that. Just science.
I
I'm
didn't
just
think
throwing
about
science
that.
out there.
I didn't think about that either, and honestly, that is a great start.
Yeah.
Finish that script.
High strangeness.
I like.
You got it, buddy.
Damn.
Baby Atlanteans everywhere.
Baby-
You think they'd warm the plates just once?
Yeah, you'd think they'd be birthed in the water. No, they're birthed in the air.
Thank
It's
God,
the only way.
Thank God Hynek's not watching this. Because he'd be like, you sons of bitches, you ruined it.
You do. We worked so hard
what you
for
turned this
legitimacy.
into.
The government finally agreed that they're real, and look at you fuckbags.
God.
J. Allen Hynek,
Yeah.
we're sorry.
There it is. Regardless, I think it's pretty interesting. It's a pretty cool video. Things just floating there. Yes, it obviously could be a myriad of things that are not considered high strangeness, but
Yeah.
it's kind of weird. It's pretty neat, and it's
I
not
can't close the
overly
door
a
on it.
balloon.
I will not close the door on the possibility that it's something.
You're going to
weird.
leave the possibility open.
The door's
Okay.
open.
Yeah.
The high
Christopher-
strangeness
Christopher-
paranormal
Oh
door.
yeah. I mean, something was there, whether it was Maximilian or a balloon with legs.
Okay.
Or, I don't know.
Yes. A robot from a very specific early 80s, late 70s Disney movie or balloon. That's
With
it. And anything in between.
With a really weird
Yeah,
scene at
I
the end
mean-
where it was hell, and you're like,
Yeah,
what is
and
this
he's trapped
about?
inside of Maximilian, but then they cut it out, but then they put it back.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird.
I don't even know what's true with that movie anymore.
Yeah, I
like
know.
it's a whole.
I've watched it within the last couple of years.
So did I.
It ends in hell. In
Really?
the new version
Yeah,
I saw.
it looks like a moving painting.
Yes, it's like a
right?
matte painting that's slightly animated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's haunting.
Okay.
No, it for sure does.
Yeah, it's boshy as shit.
Cool.
Hieronymus,
All right.
that is.
There you have it, flying humanoids. Let us know what you think about what this flying humanoid could be in the comments below. Be sure to upvote the video if you liked it. Be sure to skull crush the
Yes, skull
subscribe
crush.
button. Right, do that.
Skull
there you
crush.
go. Oh, there. Oh, I like that. Oh,
Just the button.
Just
Yeah,
the
just
button.
the button.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We are a podcast. You can listen to us every Monday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube, and any place you get your podcasts from. Patreon, we also offer Patreon, patreon.com/Cryptonaut podcast, and merch, boys. We have merch.
We
Piles
have
of it.
merch.
T-Public, which is available
Super
at
cool t-shirts,
hellerspace.com.
Mugs,
And
whatnots.
we have our
Love
new
whatnots.
merch store, which is available at cryptonautmerch.com, which I just so happen to be wearing.
Was that a Loveland
one of our
Frogman shirt?
Loveland
Oh,
Frogman
the Land of
shirt.
Love.
OG? With
Yeah.
the magic chain?
Yeah.
And the loving saucers?
If you want this shirt right here, you can jump on cryptonautmerch.com. You can purchase it there, exclusively at CrowdMade.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's it. That's all we have for the closing, boys. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look out.
no, keep them coming, Mark. I'm
Yeah.
sure we're going to find new theories for every floating fucking thing
Oh,
you want
believe me.
to put our way.
A couple of the other ones I got are a little bit sort of same like this, but you never know.
Good.
You never know.
Exciting for all of us.
Everything. Look at these. What's really interesting about this that really catches me off guard is that these are like becoming more commonplace, where it is these humanoid-like looking things in the sky. But we all remember the jetpack dude from I think American Airlines, and they were like, oh, it was actually a floating balloon of Jack Skellington.
Yes.
And then they actually showed the Jack Skellington
That's
thing
right.
floating. But people got phones, people got jetpacks, humanoids are a thing. At some point, we'll all meet in the sky.
Nobody has jetpacks, really, at
Dude,
this
people have
point.
jetpacks.
A couple people have
They have
jetpacks.
jetpacks, dude. It's a thing.
Mountain
know it's a
Rescue.
thing.
Mountain Rescue have jetpacks.
Yeah, they have
now.
jetpacks,
All right,
dude.
fine.
They're
And there's
pretty
even
dope,
water-powered ones, man.
Oh, yeah, they go so high.
In
You're right.
water.
Yeah,
That's how they retrieve the Atlantean babies. How do you think it works?
I feel like they didn't think that one through. They're like, let's just make one that's water powered, but it only goes. I mean, it's tied to the water.
Yeah, you don't want it to
If
go
you have
too high.
if you have a
Jesus.
6-mile tube, then sure, it's great.
Yeah. It's a giant tube.
And there you have it.
There it is.
Science
Can you
R
imagine
Us.
boats are gone and they're just flying with tubes in the water because you can go faster in the air, but they still have to go over water.
This is not the future I wanted.
But that's
Things are
humans.
taking a dark turn.
I just want a Boba Fett jetpack.
All right.
I want to scream while I go into the Sarlacc.
You just
long as
want a
people don't
pile
choke
of
on your
gas and
vessel.
fire on your back. This is a bad idea.
All right, there it is. If
take
you're gonna
water tube.
scream, Robert, scream with me. We're talking to you.
Water tubes. Goodbye.